YouTube. We're gonna go through some of the drive modes here and what I like, and so you can see the difference. So we're gonna start off with Day, also known as Dog. So these 10 speeds are really good. They shift pretty good on their own in sport. So I just want to say drive is not a mode I'm hardly ever in. The only time I'm in drive is like an empty highway and I'm just cruising. For me personally, other than that, I'm in sport mode, and sometimes I'll play around with the paddle shifters. But sport mode is definitely the best mode to be in. It's definitely a lot more responsive in sport. Now this does have a custom dyno tune, which helped with the shift points. So drive after the tune is better than it was from factory, but it's still not as good as sport. Still not even as good as sport from before the tune, drive. So we're just going to do some driving here for drive. Through the gears pretty quickly. A lot of times you'll be sitting here not going too fast and you're already in like 8th gear. So if you need some power right away, it's going to lag a bit because it's such a high transmission gear. Gave her some gas there, and there was a little bit of delay before it actually picked up. It's quite common to drive. Yeah, so I'm doing like 85 kilometers an hour, and it's already in 10th gear. So you just don't have the torque when you want it. Also, in drive, the rev matching and downshifting are not nearly as good or aggressive as it is in sport. Now we're going to put her into sport. See, they're way more aggressive. Holds the RPMs longer before it shifts. So, doing about the same speed as I was a few minutes ago, 85. In sport, it was in 7th. In drive, it was sitting in 10th. So that's a big difference. great for when you want the torque and power, and it just makes the car way more fun to drive. And with the tune, it's even better than it was from factory. Okay, so now we're going to do some paddle shifting. Whereas in drive, if you're using paddle shift and you do a couple of shifts and you leave it, it'll just go back into drive by itself. Sport, you pick a gear, it's staying there, which can be a lot of fun, as you're booting around town and you want to get up and go. It is great. My only beef with the paddle shifting is it seems to take like a second to change the gear. So I could, like I'm in right now, I'm in 5th, 3,000 RPM, and then it finally clicks. So it's a good half a second to a second before it actually changes gears. I find that very annoying. I'm not sure if there's a fix for that. It did it before and after the tune, so I don't think it's anything to do with the tune. It's just the way the transmission is. But it can be very annoying if you're going at 6,000 RPM and you need to shift because you're approaching the red zone and it's taking a half a second or a second. Yeah, it could be bad for the car, right? So you gotta watch your RPMs when you're in the paddle shifting, because like I said, it will not change gears for you. Once you hit the paddle shifters, you're controlling it all the way. Sit here and drive around and be at 3,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM, and if I need to get up and go, I'm off and flying. Just not going to get that kind of response in drive. You will get a similar response in sport, not quite as responsive, but it's close. Hence why I prefer driving in sport, because I don't have to worry about shifting or anything, or forget that my RPM's up at 6,000, I gotta shift before I get into the red zone, 7,000 and 8,000. It'll just do it for me. I don't do a lot of paddle shifting, but when I do, you have to be mindful of your RPMs. As long as you keep an eye on it, it's a lot of fun. I just wish the delay wasn't there. Shifting down, I like to the, well, it's like a manual, and you can actually, if you leave yourself enough space, you can shift down to almost complete stop without even touching the brakes. So it can save on your brakes if you drive around the city in that mode. But I don't know, I'm a bit lazy that way, so I'm just like put it in sport and just let it do its thing. So there you have it. Those are the 3 modes, what I like and what I recommend. Sport is the best overall. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to the channel.